Not Worth the Time with Wade Taylor. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Not Worth the Time. That was the shittiest knife pull ever. You would have gotten the jump on me if I tried to rob you right now. You would have gotten me. See, this is why I'm not a criminal. I guess this is why you always see dudes playing with knives, right? If you own knives, you got to play with them in order to get that nice flip out like that, right? You gotta be like, see, I'm just too slow. I'm too slow on the draw. Boom, I'm shanked right there. I am a terrible knife fighter, okay? I don't even know how you do it. You do it like this. If you're in a knife fight, you want to hold the bottom like this, like you're a fucking Navy SEAL. You want to put it in your teeth. You want to put it in your teeth? Okay, now I got 3 hands. I don't know if I'm allowed to do this on YouTube. I don't even know if I'm allowed to have knife content. I would assume so. There's dudes blowing away fucking cans of explosive powders with AK-47s on their YouTube channels, and they got hundreds of thousands of views. Maybe I should just become the knife guy. Huh? Maybe that's the niche I need to get into. Is the knife guy? Become the knife dude. Nobody likes that guy. You know, you know what I should do? I'll become the letter opener guy. I'll become a letter opener. I'll just get different letter openers. That's less threatening. It's basically a knife, but it's more inviting. You know, you're looking forward to some mail. You know, you're looking forward to a nice letter from a loved one coming in. You know, like it's fucking 1849. And old Billy West is just fucking riding in on the Pony Express. Just fucking old Billy the Kid, fucking riding in, delivering you mail. He just rode 75 miles to bring you some word that your great aunt passed away from the fever. I feel like that's all those letters were. You'd write, and you'd be getting it. And by the time you got the update, that was probably some good news. Like a week later, you got another one. Like they were in the middle of, fuck, I'm dying. I just set off a good I just told them how well I was doing. Fuck. Write them again. Tell them I'm doing terrible now. There's a status update. Update my top 8. Oh, man. I read way too much about the Pony Express lately. I read a lot about it. I was trying to do a bit for it, but it doesn't matter. I don't want to get into it because I'm trying to learn about it more. But I do like my knife. I like my new knife. My girlfriend got me this, dude. And she just knows me too well. She knows me too well. This is a free gift, you know? And she just saw me light up. That's how simple I am to get something cool for. I didn't even, it wasn't a birthday gift or anything. She just showed up. I'm like, hey, I got you something. I'm like, huh, really? And then she gives me this fucking dope knife. And then for the next 45 minutes, I'm just messing with it, playing with it. I'm like, oh, it's got the little lever right here in order to pull it out easier. And then it's got the window breaker. See, that's so you can hit the window and break out a window. And then you have the seatbelt cutter so you can cut it, and you can save someone's life. This is a utility knife and will help me in emergency situations. Like I'm ever going to fucking have that on me when I'm near a car. This will sit on this fucking desk for eternity and just be a glorified fidget toy just for me to fidget with. I'm trying to stick you up, see? Yeah. I'd get fucking murdered so fast, dude. I can't fucking flip that thing out. See, not everybody thinks they could, you think you can just defend yourself with a knife, and you can't. You can't unless you're training for it, okay? Navy SEALs are the only people. Navy SEALs and then anybody in armed forces probably could take you down with a knife, okay? I'm not doing anything, okay? It's not a utility in that way. We just don't even think of knives as as weapons anymore. I don't feel like a lot of people do. That's what they were originally invented for, was to kill and use as a tool, right? I wonder when we started using them in kitchen prep. You know, I wonder when human beings first started being like, yeah, we could use this in the kitchen to cut up tomatoes and shit. How often were they just ripping apart a zucchini with their bare hands before they finally went, man, we should, that thing we carve up the deer with? What if we did that and then we could slice this and then, put it over that, and then there's some like leaves over there. I'm gonna call them bay leaves, and then we could just like sprinkle that over top of them, and create seasoning. That's I won't. I always wonder about that kind of stuff when it comes to inventions. Is when they first started coming up with the different ways of using them. This is all dumb, stupid thoughts that everybody's had. There's a fucking article. There's only 900 million articles telling me about how the knife evolved into the thing it is today, But I don't want to read those. It takes out the fun of the mystery of me rambling and sounding like a moron to you guys. That's what's interesting about this podcast. Me being a moron. I can't become the knife guy, though. I can't start a YouTube channel and become the knife guy. That's a problem. That is a problem. Especially looking like how I look. I look, this beard is ridiculous right now, you guys. I can't do this. It needs to be shaved. I can't look like this and have multiple different knives that I carry around, okay? I can't have knives stashed around the house, okay? And look like this. You're getting too close to something, and I don't like it. I need to go get a nice haircut and a manicured thing to become more civilized. I think I become more unhinged as the beard grows longer. There's something about long beards. As you keep letting them go, the mind starts to wander more. You just look in the mirror and you get mesmerized and hypnotized by your own beard. You see that long flowing hair and you start getting lost in it in the wilderness. And it's like getting lost in the thoughts of your own mind. It's like getting lost in the wilderness of your own impending doom and thoughts if you get lost in the wilderness of your own beard. Man, I'm on one. I'm recording this at like 7:30 in the morning, you guys. I've been up and at 'em, dude. I'm a grind king, I'm on my grind, I'm one of those early risers, I'm getting shit done, I'm not sleeping in because I'm not enjoying my weekend like a good person. Just know I'm better than you because I got up at 5 a.m. Not because I planned to, just out of sheer, anxiety probably. Who knows? I don't know. Fuck. I just woke up early and decided to knock this out, so I'm rambling like crazy. I don't know what's going on anymore. Looking like a mountain man that I am, dude. I guess I got some things to talk about here. I like that I'm in a house now, though. I'm living in a house, Dreams are coming up. Dreams are coming true, you guys. If you're a long-time listener to this podcast, which there aren't many, but there are some ride or dies out there, and I appreciate you guys. And you'll remember in earlier episode, I talked about one of my dream things, what I look forward to and fantasize about. And that's fucking sitting on a back patio and just having a beer, drinking a cup of coffee, just looking out over your backyard that you've been mowing and fucking taking care of and just, really tilling up your land. I've been fantasizing about tilling up my land for years now. And by tilling, I mean getting on my John Deere riding lawnmower and fucking just making sure that grass doesn't get above a certain height. And I'm judging all of my neighbors based off of their height of their grass. Keeping that shit fucking down, dude. That's my fantasy, though, has been just staring out over my backyard and looking at it and just taking a sip of my coffee, just, fuck yeah. And just surveying the land. And I finally got to do that, dude. And it was just as good as I wanted it to be, you guys. That first morning I got up, did a workout, all that stuff, took the dog on a walk, was killing the game. While I was taking the dog on a walk, the coffee was brewing, got home, fed her. She's having a ball. She's been on a walk and gotten fed early. Oh, my God. And then I pour a cup of coffee and I just go sit on the back porch. And just look out over it and be like, peaceful, calm, serenity, excellence. This is peak human performance. I don't know why I sound like Emperor Palpatine in the morning. Probably because my fucking voice is so raw from snoring. Yes, I wake up and I sound like this something dark side. Luckily, the birds cheer me up in the morning, and I don't feel so bad about Order 66. When I hear the birds chirp, I don't really think about the younglings that Anakin Skywalker slayed. If I just come out here, it's the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cap. Emperor Palpatine trying to do words of affirmation every day. It's going out on the back porch. See it, believe it, achieve it. That's what I always say. You can only be strong with the Force if you believe in yourself. Fucking stupid. But, dude, I fucking love it, man. I like it so much. Having, like, a recurring chore, like mowing the lawn again, is so much fun. I always was one of those people who loved mowing the lawn. When I got to take over the responsibility of doing it as a teenager in high school, I was so looking forward to it. I loved mowing the lawn. It was just a cool time to do something, and like you could blare your music and not get yelled at. You know, you're just putting in headphones, listening, having a good time. You feel responsible. You know, that was your thing to do. And my dad didn't want to mow. He fucking hates mowing. I'm all about it, dude. We mow our neighbor's lawn. He doesn't like live there full time. And so he just needs somebody to take care of the lawn. So I get to mow 2 yards. Dude, fucking. And he sometimes pays us for it. Like, he'll just be like, hey, thanks for doing that. You know, we do it out of the kindness of our heart because we want our fucking lawn to look nice. We don't want to be next to some house that's overgrown, right? We do it mainly for us. You know, I'd like to say, oh, we're helping a guy out. We are. But also, it's because we want our house to look nice. It's selfish. Okay? We want to make sure our house looks nice. But I get to mow 2 lawns, and sometimes he pays. Dude, that's a fucking jackpot, dude. I love it. I absolutely love getting mowed lawn. I get to go back and do a thing I haven't done in a long time, which is I've been really using it as like a time machine mowing the lawn, especially because our mower's like the exact same one we had growing up. It's just, you know, it's an older John Deere, still runs. Nothing runs like a Deere, brother. Okay? There's a reason a 2003 model still fucking kicking it 20 years later, okay? That's good engineering. And, yeah, it's great. And I've been doing this thing where I'm kind of stepping back into the way back machine now. And, I don't think most people do anymore. Listen to full albums, you know, and you don't listen to an album front to back anymore. I mean, I can think of 3 albums I've listened to front to back in the last like few years, and they were all Every Time I Die albums because they're my favorite band. I mean, if you're your favorite band, you're probably listening to a full album, but that's just not a thing we do anymore as a culture. It's you just kind of build your own playlist or let Spotify or Apple Music kind of DJ for you, and you don't really listen to a one artist all the way through or whatever. And I've been doing the Wayback Machine, dude, and I've been going back and listening to albums from when I was a teenager when I would mow the lawn all the time, dude. It fucking rules. Oh my god, it's so fun. It's so fun listening to an album all the way through, especially because it's the same amount of time it takes me to mow the 2 yards as it took me to mow the yard when I was a teenager. So I can listen to the full Green Day American Idiot album all the way through and mow the lawn, and it's like right when I'm done mowing is when that album's over. It fucking rules, dude. Listening to From Under the Young Cork Tree by Fall Out Boy all the way through, great album. Underrated album. Well, it's not underrated, just people don't talk about it anymore. You know, it's because they put out that album, which is fantastic, and then they put out Sleepless Nights or whatever the second one was, it was not great. Nobody was on board with that second album, and technically it was their third album. Their first album rips too, which is like their more underground stuff. But it's really good. There's a couple really, really good tracks on there. But that's good. Listen to old Smash Mouth, R.I.P. Steve. We miss you, bud. Gone too soon, honestly. Wish you could have hauled in there and maybe sinks. That was a not a fun time. Nobody, but listen to Smash Mouth. All those albums are great, dude. Dude, I'll throw on some fucking Nickelback, dude. I've Risen Gates won't open up for me, dude. Okay, I'm ready. Call me, I'm falling. Show me what it's like. Yeah, dude, just ripping the aughts, dude. Just ripping aughts albums. And now I get it. As I've gotten older, I get why your parents are like, your guys' music sucks. I'm going back through my old high school. I'm like, yeah, this stuff rules. And it's all psychology based. So that's what's even funnier, is because that's just proven that for some reason after you hit a certain age, you just stop paying attention to it, But it's nice. It's nice being in a home and doing this kind of stuff, I'll tell you this, since moving in, your parents try to teach you stuff, but you don't get taught enough about things you need to look out for in your house when you're when you now you're responsible for everything. You don't have a landlord to call anymore. You just don't know a lot, and that's why you end up calling your parents all the time. I'm only a week and a half into this, so I haven't experienced much, but I've just known people who have houses now, and then talking to my dad, and he's owned several houses after moving so many times, and he's told me the pitfalls and stuff. So it's so interesting to me how much we don't get taught in school. Home economics, right? Home ec is a class you think you would learn a little bit more about, how to change a filter in a fucking air duct thing, in your air conditioner, and how to check your laundry machine vents and stuff to make sure there isn't a clog or fire hazard, right? Checking all that stuff. Just simple home maintenance, how to change a fuse box, I took shop classes, and I took woodworking and all that stuff, so I know how to do some of that stuff, but, why is none of those basic things in being a homeowner taught for just, self-efficiency? You would think in some capacity they would try to do that. Well, it's also because they aren't really training, they don't really promote the trades anymore, so, some of those are just, trade jobs, which is weird, You would think you'd want to learn how to do that. But, home ec instead is just hey, we're going to make pretzels today. I'm going to show you how to make pretzels. Because that's a life skill we all need to know about, is how to fucking make a goddamn pretzel. I was going to make a point about how most of home ec, or what we did now, when I remember taking home ec, is shit that you can just watch on YouTube. But you can watch fucking everything on YouTube, It's true. It's just the same shit you're going to forget anyway. That's the problem, is those little maintenance things, unless you're doing them all the time or for a job, you just forget, It is great that you have YouTube as a resource, right? In order to learn anything and do anything, or just Google, the internet in general. You can basically figure out most common tasks and find an instructional way to do it. But you don't retain any of it. You're just going to forget. That's what would have happened if I did learn anything about being a homeowner. In fucking 8th and 9th grade, okay? I would have forgotten all of it. I definitely still wouldn't have known to shut off the humidifier in the summer, otherwise you're going to get fucking mold in the basement. That happened in college because I'm a fucking moron and didn't know that was a fucking thing. How am I supposed to know that? Yeah, I would have forgot everything. And I still do, I learned how to change the brakes on my car. On my old car, I used to change the brakes all the time. I owned that car for fucking 10 years, and I changed the brakes multiple times. And I had to fucking look up how to change the brakes every goddamn time. You would think after 2 times, after installing disc brakes, I would just know how to fucking compress the caliper and then make sure it doesn't overflow in the tank. Check your shoes, put them on. I would just know how to do it and how to unclip it and do it all. No, I had to look up a fucking YouTube video every time I did it. So it's not a problem of getting taught it. It's just retaining it, I guess. I don't know. I am baffled of what, like, I took algebra. Why didn't you teach us how to fucking take care of a house or balance a checkbook? You know, the same things everybody complains about with this educational system today. Like I'm saying anything fucking new here. But living in a house has been great so far. I love it. I love that I can just scream and I don't have to worry about neighbors. Although it would be really funny if someone walked up to my window right now and was like looking at like, what the fuck is that guy screaming about? He's yelling about Green Day and home economics. It'd be great. Man. But I'm glad that the fall has finally started, guys, because you know what? It means the bugs are about to die. The bug season's over. Because I always have a problem with that, okay? Like, I hate the bug season. I am a mosquito magnet, and I don't know why. I get bit the fuck up. So is my girlfriend, too. It's a horrible, horrible thing. I fucking hate mosquitoes. And they're just not fun. But it turns out there's a reason that some people get bitten more. And I found this article from Eyewitness News, ABC. It looks like New York. It's a New York station, and they have a thing in here. It says, "Are you a mosquito magnet? The science behind why you have gotten bitten more often than others." So let's find that out, shall we? Okay, some people feel like they are so-called mosquito magnets because they seem to get more than their fair share of bites. Why did they word it that way? That was so fucking. That sentence felt clunky. I couldn't even process it. Oh, maybe it's because you're a fucking moron, Wade. There are many popular theories on for why someone might be a preferred snack, including blood type, blood sugar levels, and or very simply being a woman or child. There are little credible data to support these theories. However, there are some definite factors backed by science that explain why some people might be susceptible to getting bit. Mosquitoes are one of the few insects involved in evolved with a taste for human blood, which makes them increasingly protein-rich meal. When they bite, it's uncomfortable because they are an irritating associate with biting of mosquitoes. It's actually injecting saliva into your body. Who is a professor? Okay, so Mitchell Rowe is a professor at the North Carolina State University. Go Wolfpack. Each year, mosquitoes infect about 400 million humans with the dengue virus, and in addition to dengue, yeah, I'm gonna go with that. They transmit viruses like yellow fever, Zika virus, and chikungunya. I don't know what that is. Besides tracking our carbon dioxide in exhalation, the body heat and odor, scientists say certain people are more attracted to mosquitoes than others because of the high level of carboxylic acid in our skin. The acid produces a subbeam, an oily layer coats the human skin. Roy and his colleagues are working on mosquito repellent cloths to prevent those people and others from getting injected with the pesky insect. We have amazing scientists on our team who have who's a mathematician. He can mathematically determine all of the parameters and combining them to decide what cloth have to be like to prevent mosquitoes from biting it. Scientists at Rockefeller University believe the solution might be manipulate our skin microbiomes. What's unclear is whether mosquitoes use a compound exclusively to search out humans or contribute a scent might make a particular individual a better meal. A team of researchers led by Dr. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that dude's name, Dr. Ray at UC Riverside set out to determine the relationship between receptors required an additional skin odor. Well, an attraction to skin odor. For example, god damn, dude, why do I pick? I want to get into science articles every time I look up something for this fucking podcast. And then I'm like, god damn it, I can't read. I can't read these words, dude. Whatever that word is, we're not even going to try. Have some EP. For example, EP, which is a fruity smell, is approved as a flavor agent in food, blocking attraction from mosquitoes to human hands. But silopreptone, which is a minty smelling and is approved as a flavor and fragrant agent, attracts mosquitoes to biting traps and effectively as carbon dioxide. So a minty smell will attract it. These potentially affordable mass or pull strategies could be used to compel in a compelling manner, offering ideal solutions as much needed relief to the people in Africa, Asia, and South America, wherever mosquito-borne diseases are an epidemic, Ray said. Understanding the chemical behind mosquito attraction could be one day lead to topical cream. Until then, the CDC and the EPA say bug spray containing DEET are the gold standard. Excuse me. But other products with picotin and oil lemon extract, or lemon elliptis, have also been highly rated for repelling mosquitoes. Did anybody else feel like I got fucking duped? Like, what the fuck? I thought it was going to tell me. I guess the only thing it really said was the fact that, like, there could be, if you have carbolytic acid in their skin, which is an acid that in an oily layer of, so if you have oily skin, I guess, which Lord knows I do. Apparently, it's weird that I take multiple showers a day and wash my hair all the time because of how fucking oily I am as a person. I've been told that that's weird that I do shower as often as I do. And I'm like, I don't think it's that weird, but okay. Yeah, I feel like that article didn't explain dick all to me. I feel like that was a weird way of these guys being like, we're trying to figure it out. It must have been a slow fucking news day. Yeah, what are we trying to, we're trying to figure it out. You know, we really don't know, but there's some scientific evidence that backs something up. I don't know. Oh, God. Well, I'm sorry. See, this is why it's called Not Worth the Time, guys. Sometimes this is what we find. This is what I do. I don't pre-read these because this is what happens. It's okay. If you were dissatisfied with that, you can go over to punandgame.com and find something you'd be more satisfied with. That's right, guys. punandgame.com is where you can find all that great stuff that you love to watch. You love this show, you're going to love everything at punandgame.com. We got Who Gives a F with myself and Nathan. We got the backlogs of The Empty Parlor, Things About Stuff, Monster Jamboree, The Grove, all sorts of cool podcasts on there. So go check out all those fun episodes from the past. And also, while you're there, go to the Punting Game shop where you can get yourself t-shirts, hoodies to represent your favorite shows here at punandgame.com. So go get yourself something cool there and check that out. Also, guys, check out my YouTube, Comic Way Taylor on YouTube. Just search that in the search bar. Hit subscribe. Stand-up clips. This podcast. Who Gives a F? All that stuff on there for the visual aid so you can watch me struggle through this and see my cool knife. If anything, go subscribe. Just go subscribe and hit thumbs up on this video just so you can see the cool knife. You know, and see me fail to stick you up at the beginning of this podcast. You would have killed me. You would have got me, okay? That's what it came down to. But I appreciate that. Also, guys, putting on a show. I am producing a show for local comics here in the Des Moines area in November. November 18th, the Shindig Comedy Showcase. You can find that on Facebook, the Shindig Comedy Showcase. Buy tickets for that. If you're the day you're hearing this, Monday, October 2nd. October 7th is the final day to buy the early bird special tickets. Right now, tickets are on a special price. If you get them now, they are $5 off. It's $15. $15 off of the ticket price right now if you buy them ahead of time. Get it on that early bird special. Go find the Shindig Comedy Showcase on Facebook. You can also find that link in the description of this podcast. Guys, this has been Not Worth the Time. I appreciate you doing this with me. I hope I entertained you for a little bit and made your Monday a little more tolerable. Thanks for putting up with the shenanigans of the early episode. I talk to you guys later, and remember, don't do anything I wouldn't do.